Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Super Metroid Randomizer Multi-Category Tournament 2022. We got a great matchup here tonight or this morning, depending on your time zone. On the left, we got SoberLyte versus Vinter on the right. I believe this is a 2 and 3 matchup. If I'm wrong, I'm sure chat can correct me, but should be a good one here. I'm Sloters27, possibly joined by Sephi. We'll see when he gets here, but yeah, here we go. Both the runners getting started. Oh my goodness, and both runners. Starting with the Kirby ship. I'm not sure who to pick here. Maybe I'll pick Vinter as the favorite, since he's got Buck Kirby. I love seeing those Kirby ships. Anyways, both of these runners starting. This is week 6. The settings that we're using this week are Chozo item logic, light area randomization, and boss rando is turned on. So Chozo, a little bit similar to Major and Minor, where there's only certain locations where all of Samus's upgrades can be. In this case, there's just kind of a fewer amount of major items in the pool, as most of the items are only at Chozo statues. Light area randomization, meaning the areas are shuffled, but the same number of vanilla connections are at each area, meaning, like, for example, in the vanilla game, Wreck Ship connects to one of its portals always goes to Criteria, and the other one goes to Meridia, and that'll also be true in any light area seed. So a little bit easier to keep track with compared to full area, where a lot of the portals can just connect anywhere. And it looks like our first Chozo item was a power bomb pack. That's going to be useful information to know. The runners aren't going to find any more power bomb packs from Chozo locations. Just going to incentivize them to check those spots even more. In addition to all of Samus's upgrades, there's also 3 energy tanks, a reserve tank, 2 missiles, 2 supers, and a power bomb pack that can be found at Chozo locations. So far, just add those power bombs. That'll open up a lot of spots. Also found a reserve tank and a missile pack, so we can get through pink doors. But really, the runners are going to want to find a super pack. There is going to be some Chozo statue that has the logical first super pack, but you can also find ones out of logic, technically, like the ones Vinter and SoberLyte both found under Old Mother Brain. Both runners making up the climb. Our next Chozo location that they'll check is probably going to be the 230 missiles. Having power bombs will let them check that. And then followed by the Bomb Torizo location, also Chozo. So hopefully we'll see some major items soon. And look at that, there's that logical first super pack located at 230. And as SoberLyte grabs that super missile pack, Vinter is about to give us a peek at what's at Bomb Torizo. They do have equipment to get through all the doors now, and also we're able to go to the left side of criteria, so this item doesn't necessarily have to be something big. But it is bombs, which doesn't really give us much more access to item locations, but very nice to have. I'll have to be, not as careful with their PB counts now. Nice kill by Vinter. It's nice having super missiles for this fight. You can have a super fast one. You combo it with a couple missiles into super missile. And look at this, Vinter heading out to the ship area now. Looks like we'll be taking a save at the Kirby ship. This is probably going to be a gauntlet check. Having those bombs will allow the runners to go all the way through gauntlet. The item in gauntlet is a Chozo location. Suit restrictions are on in these settings, so we're not going to find a suit, but there could still be a pretty powerful item at this location. And it looks like both runners are going to be making this play. Not too surprised if you have the ability to check gauntlet in Chozo logic. There's a pretty good chance you'll find something useful here, so. Vinter's been doing a great job so far of not dipping into any of that lava, killing a lot of the yapping maws along the way. And look at that spring ball at the gauntlet Chozo. Both the runners will be picking it up. You love to see that. Similar to bombs, it's not gonna really unlock anything additional right now as far as item checks, but a super useful item to have for sure. It'll save you time in a lot of little ways, traversing the world. Oh, and SoberLyte. Tapping into that reserve, sitting in that acid just a little too long. He does have enough health to keep going, but he's going to have to be super careful. Pretty much one more dip in that acid and he's toast. Vinter checking the back of Gauntlet, just finding some vanilla missile packs. Oh no, and SoberLyte taking a death, unfortunately. Like Vinter, though, he did take a save right before going in that area, so not too big of a time loss for him. It looks like SoberLyte is going to go back up to Gauntlet, so he will presumably grab that spring ball. All right, and we're going to start getting a look at our area transitions here. I think Vinter just found, kind of missed that one. I thought it was wreck ship. But on the left side of criteria, looks like we have access to, I believe, was wreck ship and also Green Brinstar, which is great. Green Brinstar having 3 Chozo locations, so usually runners will be glad to find this area early, and we'll scope it out to get some more resources before continuing onward. Thank you, Hockey, for confirming in the chat. That was the Forgotten Highway entrance and direct ship that we saw. I'm going to be trying to track it with my tracker too, so I know where they're going. And looks like Vinter found the other criteria Green Brinstar portal. That one leading over by the moat. Oh, and look at that, a charge beam. We have the Various suit for Vinter. So that's going to be huge. That's going to provide heat protection. Seeing as how the Norfair area is going to be coming up pretty soon here. That's a good find for Vinter. The next Chozo location you can check is the Spore Spawn super spot. Looks like he did a good job with that, lining up that super missile to break the block and do the backdoor Spore Spawn. And look at that ice beam. Very powerful item to find. That'll be easy, deep East Meridia. Being able to get into the Batuan area with the ice cliff. Vinter will have one more check over at the Brinstar Reserve, Chozo, and then since this is light area rando, we can deduce that the last portal is going to take him to Red Tower, so he'll be on a nice path to possibly head into Norfair with that Various suit. Meanwhile, SoberLyte giving us the same information we learned from Vinter about these portals, and he'll definitely be running into Varia and Ice Beam, so both the runners will be pretty well equipped heading into the next area. Vinter visiting the missile recharge station. Wonder maybe he thought there was health there or something. But he does come in this room and gets a nice power bomb refill. That's a good place to go if you really need more power bombs. There we go, SoberLyte grabbing the Various suit. Vinter about to show us what's here at Brinstar Reserve. Ooh, the high jump boots. That's a good find. That's going to give the runners easy access into Lower Norfair from the vanilla entrance. They can do a lava dive. Of course, since it is area randomizer, they can also take the back door to Lower Norfair. But still having the option to do it is nice. Also having a high jump, ice beam, and spring ball could lead to some suitless shenanigans. There are no Chozo items in West Meridia, and all the ones in East Meridia, I believe, are going to require gravity, but there could be some logical way that they need to traverse through some of the Meridia areas without a suit, so That's something to keep in mind. And Vinter showing us the last portal in green Brinstar, leading to that portal right above the tube in red tower. So this will be a nice spot. There's 2 more portals that are right here that Vinter can check out for us. Looks like that one's going to go into Meridia. The red Brinstar area, 3 of the portals are going to go to West Meridia. 1 goes to Criteria, and 1 goes to Green Brinstar. I think that's all of them. No, there's another one. One of them goes to Norfair. That was the one I forgot. Oh, and just a missile pack at the Spacer Chozo. So not one of the major items they want to find at this point, but that'll just make it even more likely they find one at the next Chozo. Now, Vinter coming up to the X-Ray Chozo. He might try to check it here. You're gonna have to do some sort of, thing with freezing enemies or a spring ball jump to get up to the actual room. But it is kind of a, scary thing to do. So it looks like Vinter is gonna skip X-Ray for now and head right into that portal, which is the one that leads to Upper Norfair at the Gravitron room. So again, Vinter having that Various suit. No pressure in these rooms. Won't be taking any heat damage. There's quite a few checks here. There's 4 Chozos in Upper Norfair, so pretty dense. Mainly, what we want to find here in Upper Norfair, along with those item checks, is the entrance to Lower Norfair. Both the entrances are down here, as well as the entrance to the crate area. Now this is boss randomizer, keep in mind, so ideally the runners want to be able to complete any boss they're going to face, and we might see them take some saves before going in any boss rooms in the event that they believe they can't finish one of the bosses. Oh, Vinter taking a dip down there. It's gonna try to wall jump back up. It might be a little tricky with high jump here. Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna reload the room from the top. And SoberLyte breaking the tube. I think Vinter preserved it earlier by clipping through the right side. But SoberLyte wants none of that. I'll just demolish it. Here we go. Here's the Wave Chozo check. Just the X-ray scope. Vinter looked like he was going to skip it, but decided otherwise to grab it. Probably not going to see runners do X-ray climbing with this kind of logic and settings, but microwaving, of course, is always on the table if you can find charge and plasma, so could maybe see that later from the runners. And it looks like SoberLyte also going to skip that X-ray location. I think at this point, it could be in logic if they find all the Chozo tanks and some additional E-tanks. But based on the things we've seen by Vinter, I think we're going to find some other progression item before that. And it looked like the reserve tank at the Speed Chozo. So there's one of the tanks. I think that's the first Chozo tank we found. Oh, and SoberLyte, not heading into Upper Norfair right now. Instead, coming up here to the top of Red Tower where there is a Chozo item at Alpha PBs. So we'll get a peek at that. And it's Spacer Beam. Not the beam you really want to see, but it will increase his damage output a bit. So he'll grab it for now. So these other two portals up here are going to go to West Meridia. So SoberLyte might have deduced that. And we'll go right back down. Yep. Not even going to check those portals. That's sort of the nice thing about light area, is in full area, you know, SoberLyte probably would have checked at least one of those transitions, but since he knows there's only 2 West Meridia transitions left in Red Brinstar, he has no need to go and check those because he knows they're not going to lead anywhere he wants to go. And looks like Vinter found Kraid's lair. I'm guessing that was the portal by Wave Beam. So he does take a save before heading over to the boss area. Now, ammo-wise, he's got plenty for Ridley, so that shouldn't be a concern as long as he doesn't miss a lot of supers. And it looks like it's going to be Vanilla Kraid. So good news for Vinter. This will be a quick fight. Really, Dragon's going to be the only tricky boss the runners are going to have to think about. They could get out of Dragon right now with the double spring ball jump, but I wouldn't really expect most people to rely on that tech, so if they happen to run into Dragon soon, that boss may be getting orphaned for now. But we'll see what other items we find. There's a lot of Chozos between here and the next boss. And we have the Screw Attack behind Kraid. That's a nice time to get that, seeing as how the next move is probably going to be to go into Lower Norfair. With only 3 total tanks right now, it could be a little bit sketchy. Actually, I think they have 2 reserve tanks, or at least Vinter does. But yeah, running Lower Norfair with just Varia and only a few E-tanks can get a little sketchy, so that Screw Attack's going to help out a ton with taking out enemies. And SoberLyte checking the reserve area, which does not have any Chozo items, but he got at least 1 power bomb pack from that, which is nice. He's now going to have the ability to Crystal Flash, which maybe isn't too useful anymore now that they have Varia, but sometimes Crystal Flashes can come in real handy even outside of hell runs. Alright, Vinter trying to do this blue gate glitch, I guess we'll call it. He'll be able to check the whatever portal, or wherever this portal at Crocmire leads. At this point, it has to either be Croc or one of the entrances to Lower Norfair. It looks like it's that back door, Lower Norfair portal, which is great. This is definitely the entrance you'd prefer to take going into Lower Norfair. It's quite a bit easier and a little bit faster to come in from the back end like this. So I'm sure Vinter's happy to see that. SoberLyte also grabbing that X-ray scope. Seems both of the runners are checking a lot of minor locations, so they may feel like they don't need to seek out charge, and that the seed's been pretty generous with the amount of supers it's been dropping. So it kind of seems like both of them are banking on just skipping charge and finding enough ammo to finish the game. I'm sure they'd like to find some more E-tanks too. They do technically have enough to finish the game, but having a few more than you need is always nice. Yeah, to answer chat, Sueless Meridia, just like in the other modes, can be required up to like the Batoon area, but there's really no items you can get up until that point, so it's pretty rare in these seeds that you'll have to like actually traverse Meridia Sueless. It would more so be to like go through some portal somewhere to get access to some non-gravity required area. And nice quick kill from SoberLyte, avoiding that stand-up phase from Kraid. He'll be rewarded with that screw attack as well. And Vinter looks like Phantoon. Okay. That's good to see. I'm not sure how comfortable Vinter would have been doing the Dragon fight and then escaping it afterwards, so this is a great boss to find. Relatively safe but also will activate the wreck ship whenever he decides to go there, so he can pick up some more items. Vinter going for the Dopplers. Looked like he got a pretty decent amount. Might need a 3-round, but it'll be a pretty easy 3-round, I think. At least I think he didn't get enough missiles for a 2-round. Yeah, he should be able to clean this up. Look at that, getting fast. Oh, he's so red. He's got to be just a super way. Alright, Vinter all done with Fantoon. As the second boss down. Again, wreck ship will be activated when he goes there now. So he'll have an opportunity to pick up some more items if he chooses to. Something to note here. The only other Chozo that we're going to have in Lower Norfair, other than the item behind Ridley, which counts as the Chozo, is the screw attack spot. So we could see Vinter possibly do the reverse amphitheater and do the acid dive there to make his way over to the screw attack area. It is possible that gravity can be there. He does have a way out. He can bomb jump his way out or do a midair spring ball jump. I think he could technically wall jump out, but most people don't do like the crazy strat there to wall jump out. It's kind of like doing the taco tank strat, to my understanding. Okay, looks like Vinter not going to head towards screw attack location, which is fair, considering he only has, if his reserves are full, only has like 400 something energy, which I think would be cutting it pretty close with that acid dive with just Varia. And that's assuming he, does it all like perfectly, doesn't take any extra hits or dilly-dallies, but look at that gravity suit at Ice Beam. So that's going to be nice for SoberLyte. Screw attack made Lower Norfair pretty safe overall, but gravity will give him full movement throughout all the acid and lava in the area. And just be even more safe, taking less damage from enemies. So nice find from SoberLyte, checking out the business center Chozos before heading into Lower Norfair. Okay, SoberLyte found the front entrance to Lower Norfair. Looks like he is going to go this way. Oh, look at this. He's going to do the gravity jump from the left side, which you don't see a lot of. Oh, just kidding. So instead of gravity jumping, he's just going to take gravity off right over here by the Namahe. And he can just kind of do a lava dive, wall jump Oh, he's got to be careful though. He's taking a lot of damage. Oh no, he made it to the top, but then didn't get the wall jump. Oh, SoberLyte taking more damage from the Namahe. Yeah, he does not have really enough energy. Oh, okay, so here's the power bombs coming in handy. He is able to crystal flash, so he just got his health down below 50, so he could do this, and now he'll have some more attempts at doing the lava dive wall jumps. Come on, SoberLyte. Oh, not quite getting the timing on that wall jump. It's a little tricky doing that last wall jump. You have to be quite a bit underneath the Namahe. If you are kind of like right underneath it, then you need to do some kind of like delayed wall jump too. So it's sort of precise positioning there to get that wall jump. Unfortunately, SoberLyte doesn't have the health to continue going that way. And this will definitely lead to Croc, since we've seen the other transitions. SoberLyte, yeah, deciding not to do it. That's totally fair. The logic can't put charge behind Croc. Charge is technically required by logic to do Crocmire, so that item won't be there. The only other like really useful things would be Wave and Plasma or Space and Speed, which at this point probably aren't worth the time save from grabbing those behind Croc. Maybe Speed Booster, but they have a lot of ammo already, so more beams probably aren't going to be too beneficial. But it looks like SoberLyte is going to come back and fight Croc, so should find out what Croc's hiding this seed. Meanwhile, Vinter did make his way over to the business center area and found that gravity suit at ice. So he's in really good shape right now. Basically, go mode, he just needs like 2 or 3 more super packs. And he'll have enough ammo, so Vinter in really good shape here. SoberLyte also has almost as much ammo, just 1 less missile and 1 less super. So yeah, again, the runners definitely not going to be seeking out charge. They can just commit to ammo at this point. They still have a lot of game left. A lot of areas where more supers can be, so we're both in pretty good shape in that regard. Vinter is going to be checking the Alpha PBs, Chozo, which we know it's just Spacer, so not going to be very helpful at this point. Oh, and there was that extra PB pack behind there. Not bad to have. Really, with regular bombs, 1 PB pack is usually sufficient, especially if you already have Ice Beam, but sometimes having those extra packs can be very useful too. Have you avoid farming somewhere later down the line. And SoberLyte, I didn't see what he got. It might have been in E-Tank. Kind of seems like it was an E-Tank. Thank you, Hockey, for confirming in chat. So yeah, unfortunate. SoberLyte didn't get any additional major items out of that check. That's going to let Vinter pull ahead here even further as he's made his way into West Meridia. I was bad at watching which portal went to where, but we knew either way the portals he took would lead him here. So one of these portals in West Meridia is going to take us to East Meridia. He might have figured out it's this one already. He might have been able to deduce that, possibly. I'm not sure which ones he's checked yet. Oh, okay, so Vinter finds the Forgotten Highway route of East Meridia. So with the way Area Rando works, the rooms by the sand pits function a little differently. If you go in the room that's like to the left of the bottom of the sand pits, it'll actually shoot you out in the like aqueduct farting room. And it's the connection to West Meridia from there is like kind of closed off to keep this a self-contained area. So what we'll see Vinter do is go down the toilet here and then just keep going to the left and he'll pop out into Aqueduct and then be able to access Deep Meridia via a Batwoon fight. Yeah, there it is, Vinter taking that new portal. That'll shoot him right back into Aqueduct. He'll just need to do an ice clip to get up to Batwoon's area, and then it's going to be a pretty straightforward fight with this ammo. And look at this, Vinter going for the snail clip. Look at that, utilizing that X-ray beam to get him to stop right where he wants. Nicely done by Vinter. First try getting that snail clip. It can be a little tricky. Those 2 missile packs are going to make him... I think he still needs like 1 more missile pack, and then he'll have enough with like refills to do it, but we might see him grab a couple more just to avoid having to refill in Torian. And a nice ice clip of Vinter. Yeah, both the runners are like one super pack away pretty much from being good to go. Probably not going to see many major checks by either of them. Checking behind Ridley and Dragon for their boss rewards. We'll probably see. There's a chance we could see the runners check out Wreck Ship E-Tank, or maybe even Right Side Supers. But also it'd be reasonable to skip some of those. There's really not a ton that can help them out at this point. Speed and space jump being the biggest finds. Yeah, Vinter not even bothering to save with all his upgrades and all the ammo he has right now. He can go into any boss pretty fearlessly. Look at that's gonna be Ridley here in Meridia. So he has plenty of ammo, can afford to miss a lot of shots, and he'll still be okay. Yeah, looks like Vinter missed a few of his supers, so he's gonna have to supplement with some regular missiles. Ridley looks pretty close to dead though, so he shouldn't need a lot. Oh, tries to get grabbed with spring ball jumping up on Ridley, trolling him a little bit, but he does get grabbed. Finishes out the fight. Yeah, we'll see what's behind Ridley here. Just another E-Tank. It's a bummer. Ooh, I like SoberLyte's Fantoon. Looks like he has the bosses changing colors. Some cool flames too. So because of the way light area is, usually we kind of see the routing working out like this. A lot of times if you'll go to Norfair first, you'll be able to knock out Lower Norfair, and then Kraid's Lair. Then you can head into Meridia and just kind of take the full route through, which will shoot you out at Wreck Ship, and then from Wreck Ship you can go right to Criteria. So pretty common to see pathing like this with these settings. If we didn't have boss rando, I think we would see a lot more runners trying to go to Wreck Ship early in the seed instead of prioritizing the Norfair area, but kind of a gamble going to Wreck Ship. One, with not knowing what the boss is, and two, with Phantoon possibly not being there and not being able to collect the items there on your first pass. So yeah, again, Vinter will be able to just fight the boss here at Wrecked Ship, and then can proceed through the Forgotten Highway route, and that portal over there will spit him out into Criteria. I think we figured out already that Torian has to be in Blue Brinstar in Criteria, so he won't be very far from Torian either. Vinter still, I think he's still looking for a super pack. He does technically have enough, but it would require him to do some refills, opening up the doors in Torian and then going back and refilling. So one more super pack would prevent him from having to do that. And it looks like he thought about skipping the wave beam, which I don't blame him if he did. He knows he's not gonna go look for charge, so wave's not gonna do a lot. It can make doing the Metroid rooms a little bit easier. Your shots won't get eaten by the platforms and ground and ceiling. Kind of forget that sometimes that wave beam has some functionality outside of damage output, but also just, you know, having your shots go through the scenery can be very helpful at times. And it looked like Vinter wants to get some more ammo. He knows that this is going to be Dragon back here. It's going to be a pretty long fight. I mean, with no supers, he's relying all on regular missiles. And right now does not have enough to kill Dragon. I think it would be... yeah, it would be 60 regular missiles to take out Dragon. Now, fortunately, you know, Dragon does have the goo and can drop more missiles. Rarely kind of drops supers and power bombs, but I mean, it's a doable fight for sure. But he might be in here for a bit, having to rely on that goop RNG to give him some more missiles. And meanwhile, SoberLyte found his way into West Meridia. I think he might have figured out that the pre-aqueduct portal is going to be the one that leads him into East Meridia. And SoberLyte coming back down here. Maybe he didn't check that portal. I'm gonna guess he's not familiar with gravity jumps, so maybe what he's doing here is that this is the one that leads to the top of West Meridian? No, that goes back to Criteria. If he wants to avoid, I mean, he has to do a gravity jump or bomb jump because he doesn't have grapple, so you can't use the grapple blocks at the top of Everest even if he comes from that direction. So yeah, that's what he's got to do, is either gravity jump up there or do a bomb jump. Meanwhile, Vinter has completed the Dragon fight. Again, we'll probably check the item back here. There's just a pretty good chance it's a major item. Look at that, it's charge beam. A little bit daylight dollar short on that, but he'll still grab it. That'll give him some comfort knowing that he cannot soft lock on Mother Brain 2. Nice gravity jump to get out from Dragon's lair. That's exactly what SoberLyte needs to do in West Meridia. I wonder where SoberLyte is going now. Okay, yeah, so he should know that it's Torian down there, so he's not going to go that way. The two portals here. Oh, that's right. So he could do this. What he's probably going to do is take the portal in this room here to go to Wreck Ship. He'll be at the back of Wreck Ship, so he can take that Forgotten Highway route to get there pretty easily with this equipment. And then he'll be able to get into East Meridia from the front entrance, and he can avoid doing any gravity jumping or IBJing whatsoever. So yeah, this totally works too instead of gravity jumping or bomb jumping. Look at that, we get a high five in the Forgotten Highway. When does that happen in this game? Unfortunately for SoberLyte, that's going to put him in a worse spot position-wise. By the time he finishes his bosses, he'll be in Meridia, whereas Vinter, making his final boss, the one at Wreck Ship, is very quick access back to Criteria and then Torian. Oh, and SoberLyte did check Wreck Ship Energy Tank, which Vinter might have checked too. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. But just grapple beam there, so not going to be really helpful at this point. It's actually going to be really helpful for SoberLyte because he doesn't have Dragon dead yet, so he can, go for a grapple kill if he wants to. He does also have way more ammo than Vinter does, thanks to that chip refill he did earlier, so he'll have a much faster Dragon, regardless of strategy he wants to use there, I think. There it is. There's that Taurian entrance. Now, fortunately, in area rando, you will get a full refill on your health and ammo when you go down the Taurian elevator here, so Vinter not having to worry about getting good Metroid drops or anything like that, as he's at the full 70-50 right now. And with Charge Beam, any chance of soft locking on either MB1 or MB2 is pretty low, if not impossible now. Vinter unfortunately got grabbed, but did manage to group up the rest of the Metroids and bomb them off of them. Now coming up to Baby Skip. Vinter, only with the help of high jump boots here, could go for it, but it's a little finicky without speed booster and just high jump. So yeah, it looks like Vinter's just gonna damage down as much as he can to shorten this energy drain sequence, and then let the baby grab him. Also pausing to take off screw attack there. That's a good sign that he's going to be going for the traditional Ice Beam Zeb skip of freezing the Rinka on the first Zeb. He does have the option of just straight up killing the Zebs with how much ammo he has. There's also the down back Zeb skip that you can do in the first Zeb, or even the spring ball Zeb skip on the second one, but taking out that screw attack is a signal to me that he's going for that normal Ice Beam one. SoberLyte also grabbing Charge Beam. Again, kind of unfortunate timing. They spent the whole seed getting enough ammo, but it'll work for helping them finish the seed for sure. Alright, Vinter through Mother Brain 1, now moving on to Mother Brain 2. Here, he's using ammo to start off the fight. He's going to leave 15 super missiles, and then wait until he sees the catch-up beam for Mother Brain before he uses the rest of the supers. You'll see catch-up beam when Mother Brain's at 25%, or at less than 25% of her total health, and then 15 supers will take care of that last 25. And there's catch-up right there, so yeah. As long as he nails all these supers, Mother Brain 2 will be down. Here it is. It's looking like Vinter's probably going to finish after SoberLyte finishes his last G4 boss, so all things considered, Still a reasonably close race here. Apparently SoberLyte found plasma somewhere, because he just... Maybe he didn't find plasma. It looked like he was going for the microwave. I can't really tell. I haven't seen his beam in a second. Oh no, he definitely he definitely has spacer, okay. Yeah, no microwaving today, unfortunately. Alright, Vinter, all done with Mother Brain, is just one escape sequence away from taking this one. So yeah, SoberLyte probably gonna have Ridley done, and then Vinter will finish shortly after. Without that speed booster, Vinter does have to take the vanilla path through these rooms. So no sparking the shortcut, or doing a spark up the climb, unfortunately. Here we go, Vinter heading into the landing site for the final time today. And he is going to dot done on that beloved Kirby ship with an official race time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 16 seconds. That is followed by a forfeit from SoberLyte, unfortunately, but still a great race that we got from these two runners. So big GG's to both of them. And I think we'll have at least Vinter come in for an interview, so we'll chat about the seed a little bit. And here he is. Welcome to our winner today, Vinter. GG's, man.
Thank you, GG.
So how are you feeling overall about your route through this seed and how you played?
It was okay. I was pretty happy to see the first two bosses being really easy. I did practice getting out of Dragon's room with the double springboard jump specifically, so I wasn't too worried about that. It's just very low health in the beginning, so I was kind of worried about Ridley.
Yeah, also coming in, SoberLyte, GG's, man.
Hey, GG's.
GG.
Yeah, you guys did not have. I mean, I think you had one or two reserves, but it was like that and just those couple of E-tanks. So it was really nice you guys found screw attack before you went to lower Norfair. I'm sure that made that area a lot easier.
Yeah, that always helps.
Yeah, in general, I was pretty happy about the upper Norfair routing. As you said, finding screw attack first at Great was really lucky, and then also never actually finding Croc was actually kind of good. Basically doing everything. Like I didn't even go up the elevator at Business Center.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I did find Croc, and then I was like, well, I better check it is the chosen statue after all.
Yeah.
So I was like, I better check it, and wasn't anything I wanted.
Yeah, I was basically in ammo mode at that point, since I had just found gravity at ice. So yeah, I did not even bother going up the elevator at that point.
Yeah, you both had pretty similar routing, other than SoberLyte going up and doing Croc, and then also he did the last two bosses in the other order. So he went into wreck ship first and did Ridley. Was it Ridley there? I think no, it was Stragon there.
No, Ridley was taking a bath today.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dragon fight was kind of a mess though. I just did not have the ammo or charge yet. I should have formed up beforehand. It took way too long.
Yeah, I actually found grapple. So
yeah, where was that?
Shoot, where did I find that thing?
It was wreck ship E-tank. Is that where it was?
Oh come on, really? I was thinking about checking that before the boss as well.
Yeah.
But then thought, nah, come on, let's go.
It's pretty quick because, like, Fantoon's already dead, so it's like,
yeah,
it's just a couple door transitions, might as well.
That would have saved me a ton of time for the Dragon fight. Oh man, okay. Yeah, that was the only part I was really not so content with. Other than that, I think the route was okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, both of you two found charge beam like pretty much when you were in like ammo go mode. So that was kind of a bummer to see, but I guess better late than never with that.
Yeah.
Right. At least I won't be soft locked in any way if I accidentally shoot a few into the ceiling out of frustration.
Right. But yeah, so now you're both done with week 6, moving into week 7, kind of everything turned on, all the crazy settings, full countdown, full area, and boss shuffle. How do you guys feel about those settings? Are you excited for them or dreading them a little bit? Or
you go ahead first, Vinter.
Yeah, for me it's kind of mixed feelings. I do actually like it when crazy stuff happens, but of course there's also potential like for early hell runs where you get stuck and die over and over in a death loop or something, or you commit to a crab hole and I don't know, you get into this rabbit hole. It's a very swingy week for sure and very crazy with the boss rando and random starting location as well. It's just crazy. It's gonna be fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Week 1, I actually was stuck in a death loop, and I kept dying over and over. So either old habits are going to die hard, or I'll do better next week. Who knows?
But yeah, GG's to both of you. I mean, SoberLyte, you had all the bosses done by the time Vinter was finishing up. So, I mean, pretty close race, all things considered. But I think you guys gave us a good performance here today. Are there any other closing thoughts or comments about the seed?
Yeah, I just want to thank you for setting up this restream in the early mornings. And yeah, it's gonna be really tough next week. I mean, all the participants in this tournament are crazy good. Yeah, good luck to both of us. I think it doesn't even matter if we win or lose today. There's so many good players.
Agreed.
Yeah, so just thank you, and yeah, it's great to watch these races, so I'm excited.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for putting on good show for us, and congrats again, Vinter, on taking the win today. I should probably pull up the schedule and see when the next race is. It looks like the next one is in like 2 hours from now. McTimothy versus Travic Tox. We have a lot more for the rest of the day, so between today and Sunday should be a lot of good matches on the schedule, so keep your eye on that. I think that's pretty much going to do it for us. I want to shout out the Hockey Towner for taking care of the tracking today. Made it a lot easier on me. So thank you for doing that, Hockey. Thank you all for coming out and watching this early match here. It was very early for me, but glad I was able to.
Yeah, it's only 7:30 right now for me, so it's all good.
Yeah. But yeah, keep an eye on the schedule. Plenty of good matches today. That's it. We will see you all next mission.